Relativity, time, and economics. Time is a crucial variable in most disciplines. It allows us to comprehend change and the speed of that change. That is why it's so crucial. You usually have time as an independent variable, and then you'll have something else as a dependent on variable, and then you can make your things, you can make your studies. How fast is this thing changing? Does it change faster when this happens? Does it change slower when this happens? Einstein took the concept of time to new heights, with relativity. That time itself is relative. It's not constant. It's not constant. It depends on how much work has been done that affects time. Take when we get into economics. This thing of time being relative is experimentally proven. Let's take economics for an example. Let's go back to, say, 1960, 1970. You have three countries. You have Nigeria, you have France, and you have China. Relatively speaking, Nigeria, let's just keep it to Nigeria and China. Relatively speaking, Nigeria is a richer country than China in 1970. Understand? And Malaysia is a richer country than China in 1970. Get to 1998, 2000, China is a richer country. Get to now, China is the second largest economy in the world. What has happened in terms of time? See, the more work you do, the more you slow down time in terms of economics. So time went slowly for China. They could do so much in a day between 1970 and 2025. While time went too fast for places like Nigeria, like Africa, that in a day, less was achieved. You understand? The day went by too fast. While the day went by in China much slower, so more could be done in the same 24 hours. So while a Nigerian, a Kenyan, a Zimbabwean was watching China grow, watching with their eyes and saying, wow, time was slow. While they were busy watching China grow, time went too fast. Time is going too fast for a place like South Africa compared to a place like China. You understand? That's what happened. Time went too fast for a place like Egypt compared to Singapore or compared to South Korea. So time in economics, it's how much is achieved in a day. If you achieve more in a day and use your time better, you have slowed down time by action, by acting. You understand? You have slowed down time for the economy. The citizens can achieve more in one day than in a place where time is going too fast. You understand? So that is the reality. So if you respect knowledge, you'll want to slow down time and put in policies where time can be slow, where people can achieve more, can do more, so that the society can get stronger. But if you do not but if you disrespect knowledge, countries like Nigeria, South Africa, Zimbabwe, Kenya, Bolivia, Ecuador, where knowledge is disrespected by the powers that be, Venezuela has actually gone back. That's how much disrespect of knowledge they have, the government there. So time is too fast. It's too fast to even maintain. Like in Zimbabwe, time went too fast to even maintain what was left by the colonial government. In South Africa, time is going too fast to maintain what was left behind by the colonial government because of the disrespect of knowledge. You understand? You can go to Nigeria. Time is going too fast. So you got to slow down time. The only way to slow down time in economics so that more can be achieved in a day is the society, the culture to respect knowledge. If the culture doesn't respect knowledge, time will go by too fast. It's just the culture. You can pretend you have some fancy culture, but culture can be seen by how well off the people are. A good culture, people eat. A bad culture, people do not eat. You can scream all of whatever you like, but that is just reality. You've got to slow down, respect knowledge. Take two scientists, One spends their entire life and discovers nothing. They're cheerleader, they end up just being a gatekeeper. Time went by too fast for them. And another scientist discovers they respected knowledge and managed to slow down time and look at things the way they are supposed to be, and did what is needed with the time, with the same 24 hours. You understand? The same 24 hours. So for one scientist, time went by too slow, ends up a gatekeeper. For the other, time went by too fast, ends up a gatekeeper. For the other, used the time effectively and discovered and added new knowledge. You understand? New knowledge, and better still if you can add new knowledge that is critical knowledge. That means time didn't go by too fast for you. You understand? That is just reality. So those where time went by too fast and they have positions of power obviously hate the idea that time went by slowly for the other guy. So with their positions of power, they're going to abuse their power. Take two car manufacturers. One comes out with a good concept, the other is bad concept. The one with the bad concept will need protection from the state. The one with the good concepts, they used their time wisely and they slowed down time and did the proper thing. Take Canada and the USA. Back in 2000, Ontario was a province almost as rich as New York. This is 25 years ago. Take today. Ontario, the richest province in Canada, is poorer statistically than Mississippi, the poorest state in America. That means America had the proper policies as compared to Canada. More could be achieved in one day as compared to Canada. When you talk about relativity and time in economics, in society, the bad policies of Canada, where some people are not allowed to think and your mind stolen by the state. The state taking, for example, the state taking my mind and giving it to Lee Smolin. That kind of culture will make time move too fast, because obviously Smolin is not capable. That's why you understand. So time went by slower for Canada, faster for Canada than it did for the USA, because of economic policies. Have the right policies, respect knowledge, and time will slow down for your society.